So, you want to tell me that England has lost to Senegal 3-1? Unbelievable. And by the way, this is the very first time ever that England has ever lost to any whatsoever African country, any whatsoever African team. They have never. They've always had a good run against African teams. But today, Senegal has beaten England. Can you imagine? Who would have thought? Who would have thought that Senegal would beat England? In as much as it's a friendly, it is still a win. Look, this only means that it is the end of honeymoon for Thomas Tuchel, England's manager, because since he became manager, he has never lost not a single game with England. And now, lots and lots of questions are going to be asked. Number one, they're going to ask, why didn't you play Swen? So, why didn't you use a certain format? Why did you end up losing? So many questions are going to be asked, in as much as it is a friendly. And you ought to feel it to him, because, you know, he thought that he was going to win. But again, you ought to ask him a question. All these stars, why can't he get a formula or, you know, a formation that he can play with them so that he can win? Because England has got so many stars, so many of them that even selecting a squad, it has to be one of the toughest things ever. Anyway, it was actually a very well-deserved win for Senegal, because Senegal has played so well, by the way. Looking at the statistics here, in as much as England had a 61% you know, ball possession, total shots, Senegal had most 11, England had got only 9. And I'm looking at even the shots on target. Senegal had 9, England had only 4 shots on target. And you know what? It is a well-deserved win for Senegal. They've played well. You ought to give it to them. Congratulations for them for winning that game. And you ought to feel sorry for England for not winning the game, and especially playing at home and not winning. But you know what? It is what it is. That is football for you. Football is always in 3 ways. Either you win, you draw, or you lose sometimes. And tonight, it's a win for Senegal. It's a lose for England.